Friday night live at the Pepsi Center. Glad you're with us on Altitude. The second and final regular season meeting of the year between the Toronto Raptors and the Denver Nuggets. Time now to welcome in the third member of our broadcast team. It is Ali Sturm. Hi, Al.
Well, Chris, tomorrow it is his birthday, and he has been the source of the Nuggets' energy as of late. He finished with a stat line against the Phoenix Suns of 20 points, 15 boards, and 4 steals. Kenneth Faried has been the energy source for this team, and here's what his teammate Danilo Gallinari and the Manimal had to say about him earning back his starting role.
I thought that the last game it was the MVP carried us with his energy, and he's contagious. When he comes out with that energy, everybody feeds out of him.
You know, when I start, it's just I have a different mindset, be aggressive, be on attack mode, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, getting out and running, make the defense, you know, honor you as a player, and then everything else opens up for everybody else.
And Chris, simply they need to see that intensity from Kenneth Faried from the start.
All right, Ali, we're going to go with the tip. We'll give you the lineups in a moment. Jusuf Nurkic jumping against Jonas Valanciunas, and Kenneth Faried has it. So the Denver Nuggets will have the first possession. Nuggets are 4-7 overall. They got their first home win on Wednesday. So they are 1-3 here at Pepsi Center, 3-4 on the road. Faried cuts through. Nurk going to work. Into the lane, drop step, and the shot is blocked by Valanciunas.
Great move, brought it to the right hand, and he can't do that. He had Valanciunas beat.
Our officials tonight, Mark Davis, Carl Lane, and Scott Twardowski. Valanciunas, who's a pretty good jump shooter, does it on his tiptoes, and he misses, and Nurk has the rebound. Nurk has been in a bit of a slump. Last 6 games, just 5.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, and shooting 38%. So a good start for Nurk is critical tonight. Jameer Nelson around the horn. Gallinari, no, off the mark, and a good box out by DeMar DeRozan, the NBA's leading scorer at 33.3 points per game. As we expected, Emmanuel Mudiay opening on DeRozan as Lowry hits the 3. Kyle Lowry shooting 33% from downtown. He gives the Raptors a 3-0 advantage. Dump it into Gallinari. Up and under, no, short, and Faried misses the tap. Rebound Lowry. Lowry against Golden State on Wednesday had 24 in a loss. Now DeRozan, guarded by Nelson. Extra pass, Valanciunas 4 to shoot. Over the top he goes. Way off, rebound Gallinari.
Good defense right there. You get in the state perimeter, keep Toronto out of the paint.
In the lane. Got to make yourself a scoring threat, even if you're not. DeRozan bumping Mudiay. Bounce it to Nurk, and he scores it.
The Timbers had looks at the lane. The first one they make, and Gallo missed a layup a while ago also. But a nice pick and roll and a good dish by Emmanuel.
Nurkic on Wednesday scoreless, playing just over 15 minutes. Did have 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Stolen, Gallinari. Here he comes, and there it goes.
See, you make the defender back there stop you. Lowry, who will step in and take a charge, never could get clean and in front all the way.
DeRozan, great at the mid-range as he drives in, and he is fouled.
And you can tell that right now they're going to try to put pressure on DeRozan with 2 guys in front of him. He just got in the air, threw it. Now watch Lowry, he'll take charge. He just kind of gave it up, gave it in, and no one's going to stop you. You finish at the basket.
So DeMar DeRozan is at the line. On Wednesday night against Golden State, he had 34 points and did not miss a free throw. He was perfect, 17 for 17. As we take a look at our Ford starting lineups, Jameer Nelson, Emmanuel Mudiay in the backcourt for Denver. Nurkic, Faried, Gallinari up front. Meanwhile, for the Raptors, Lowry and DeRozan with Valanciunas, Pascal Siakam, the rookie, and Damari Carey. Well, a couple of free throws for DeRozan, who is an expert free throw shooter. And it's 5-4 Raptors. the screen, pulls up, and he's got it. Good looking play there. Solid screen, open jump shot.
Get up and pull it. You're going to shoot it, shoot it.
Raptors, as we mentioned, lost at home to the Warriors on Wednesday night, 127-121. Curry 35, Durant had 30. Now Valanciunas banging with Nurkic. DeRozan casts off. That's his one Achilles heel, long-range shooting. And the bad pass. Moutier out of control. DeRozan has it. Extra pass to Amari Carroll. Lets it fly and hits.
And you get the turnover on one end, leads a three-pointer on the other.
Moutier in the Wednesday win did not have a turnover. He's got one so far. Bounce it to Nurk, and Nurk lays it in. So pick and roll, working well early for the good guys.
They're worried about getting here with Toronto, and Toronto running their pick and roll, and it's Denver so far.
Well, the Nuggets are 4 of 8. They started 0 for 4 since they've made 4 in a row. Now DeRozan pinched. Near steal by Moutier. Wide open is Lowry. And he nails it.
See it 3 times. You're really trying to shut DeRozan down, and they've kicked it with the extra pass. 3 threes already for Toronto.
Now Kenneth Faried posting up on the rookie. Pascal Siakam down the middle to Gallo, and he puts it in.
I love when guys are not just standing on the perimeter. Good cut by Gallo.
Kenneth Faried says he likes to be a starter again, and he's showing why as Carroll misses on the weak side. Manimal up high, coming off a 20-point, 15-rebound, 4-steal game. Gallo's going to shoot over Lowry. Nope. Extra pass. Inside, Jameer Nelson dump it to Nurk, and he puts it away. So Jusuf Nurkic off to a hot start. He has 6 points, and the Nuggets have the lead 12-11. And timeout called by Dwayne Casey and the Toronto Raptors. So the Nuggets, who started 0 of 4 shooting, they are put Super Duty. Check out the all-new 2017 Super Duty. Built better, built stronger, built for tough.
Back inside Pepsi Center. Nuggets with a 1-point lead, 12-11. Wilson Chandler just outstanding the other night. He's currently second in the NBA in points scored by a bench player. Had a monster game, as I mentioned, 28-11. Question for our Stevens Automotive: did you know who was the last Nugget to have 28 points, 11 rebounds, all off the bench? Was it A, Bison Dele, B, Ray France, or C, Keon Clark? Submit your answer on the Nuggets mobile app under Did You Know Trivia. Chance to win a pair of tickets from Colorado's home team, Stevens Automotive.
Back to the action. DeMar DeRozan misses, and the Nuggets have the rebound. Emmanuel Moutier in his second season. Good fake there by Jameer Nelson, and trying to hook it into the corner. It's intercepted by Toronto.
The big need to move in, and then you don't get back. The second time we've seen Denver turn it over inside the paint and give up points on the other end.
(13-11) our score. First 2-point field goal made. Gallinari off the mark. DeRozan goes and gets it.
Dwayne Casey must have talked defense, defense. A little more energy, blitzing the pick and rolls.
Jameer Nelson covering DeRozan. On the switch, he fumbles it out of bounds, but it's last touched by Denver. There's a good look at DeMar DeRozan, born in Compton, California, played his college ball at USC. The 9th overall pick back in 2009. Siakam is in for Jared Sullinger, who's still out with a broken foot. Nice pass underneath, and Valanciunas away from his man.
They're paying attention to the guards and falling asleep kind of in other areas around the basket.
(15-12) our score as Jameer Nelson tries to tie. No. It's rebounded by DeMar Carroll. Still having knee issues after surgery a year ago, and he runs it to the rim and scores.
A good timeout. Mike wants it right here. Toronto has their timeout. They come out, start getting more aggressive defensively, come out with a 6-0 run. Denver has to answer back with a quick timeout. Nuggets trailing the Raptors early in this one, 17-12.
Pepsi Center, the Raptors with a 5-point lead with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. It is now time for Miller Lite's Miller Time moment.
Proud of you guys, man. Way to hold on, way to make big plays down the stretch. Kenneth, huge play. Loose ball, 50-50 ball. We get an M1. They cut it to 7. Burn next play, they drive the ball, we take a charge. Wilson gets the steal. They cut it to 7 at one point. And you know what? We didn't fold. We kept that poise, made some big plays, and got the win. So happy for you guys. Bring it in, man.
And of course, Michael Malone talking to the team after the Wednesday night win. Our 360 crew shot that. And you look at Kenneth Faried. He enjoys starting ball games, doesn't he? As Gallinari hoists up the 3, that's too long. And DeMar DeRozan with the rebound.
Run the play out of timeout, ran it perfect, got a great look.
Nikola Jokic has come in for Jusuf Nurkic. Jokic had 10 points in the last game. Now DeMar Carroll with the floater, that's good.
That's a pick and roll, and you don't stop the ball. You step back, you're worried about your guy, and you get a good score in the paint. Too close.
8 straight points as Wilson Chandler, who's come on. Right by Siakam. He dishes it out. That was almost a pass to himself. Now Moutier's got it with 7 on the clock. Calls for Jokic for the screen. Joker's got it. Extra pass. Gallinari off the mark.
2 wide open threes. Gallo will not get 2 more wide open threes for the rest of the season.
Agreed. Lowry over to Carroll. Damari Carroll. And he missed it. Gallinari with a defensive rebound. So the Raptors had made 4 in a row. They missed there. Now Moutier in the lane. Scoop it up and in. EM.
Difference was from that to the turnover a while ago on the break was he got in there with the mind I'm going to get to the rim. And he protected the ball, got to the rim, and laid it up.
Toronto not known for their 3-point shooting. They're only 32%. This is what they do well. Little mid-range jumpers. 10, 12, 15 feet as Valanciunas scores.
It's all against the NBA's analytics.
Yep. 21-14, 7-point lead. Gallinari was so open that they missed him. Now Gallinari on the drive, trying to draw the foul. He didn't get it. Now Kyle Lowry, who leads the NBA in minutes per game, 38.6. He was second in that category a year ago. Nice pump fake. Siakam banks it in. Pascal Siakam, born in Douala, Cameroon, played his college ball at New Mexico State. The unanimous WAC Player of the Year. Jameer, extra pass, it's a good one. Chandler is way off the mark.
Jameer had a layup, I think. Thought he was going to get challenged hard.
Now Carroll casts off. Jameer's got it. Jameer coming off his best game of the season. Season high 17 points as Gallinari. There's got to be a foul there. And they call offensive. So Lowry there taking the charge. And it'll be Toronto ball. Jamal Murray coming in. As you know, Jamal has been shooting from downtown. 4th quarters, part of the action against the Suns on Wednesday night. The play everybody was talking about. Lost it for a moment, Scott, but recovered, and then bam.
He stepped back and shot like he knew what the heck he was doing, that's for sure.
Now Corey Joseph has come on for the Raptors. Replacing Kyle Lowry. DeRozan, that's good. And the Raptors are red hot.
But Denver started off well, and they started off well because defensively they were going. Toronto was 3 for 7, and they made all their baskets from the 3-point line. They've now gone 6 of 9, and all from the 2.
And another element, Scott, the Nuggets went inside to Nurkic early. He went 3 for 4, but he hasn't touched the ball since. Obviously he's sitting down, but you'd like to see the Nuggets see if they can get something going. It's a 14-2 run. So we'll take time to look at our Metro PCS Unlimited performance. The Chicago Bulls are coming to town on a pretty good streak. 5-1. Jimmy Butler hot. And Gordon Hayward was out. And now he's back. He's averaging 20.5. And of course, Russell Westbrook averaging nearly a triple-double. Thunder with a 7-5 record.
You mentioned a while ago Nurk sitting out, but when they had success, they were 6 of 10 at one time shooting. They are now 7 of 16, so just one of their last 6. They're getting the pick and roll, getting inside. Nurk finishing at the rim, not once but 2 different times. Moutier with the assists, and they were scoring in the paint. And as I said, 6 of 10. They're now 7 of 16, and really the majority of those shots have come from outside jumpers. Denver's not a jump shooting team.
Nuggets 0 for 5 from three-point land, and that's going to be a turnover.
And I tell you what, this group, the last kind of 2 minutes, is stationary. The first group was attacking and going. This group, the ball's moving well, but no bodies are moving well. It's back to that poltergeist offense. You got to move bodies along with the ball.
Nuggets had just 14 turnovers Wednesday night. They've already got 5 here early. DeRozan missed it, and Jokic the rebound. In his second season now, Moutier by Joseph. Dump it, and there you go. Jokic puts it up and in.
Whenever you want to stop or run, and you got to get back in your flow of your offense, you've got to find a way to get inside to the paint.
Second assist for Moutier. That was a beautiful pass. Now DeRozan attacking Gallinari. Tries to get him up in the air. Can't. Around the screen. Terrence Ross. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. Wilson Chandler has it. Chandler playing the 4. Here he comes. And there it goes again. Well, candidate, long range, Alexis drive of the game candidate.
Bo just running with his back to the ball, and Wilson Chandler saw that at about the G and Nuggets at half court.
Chandler averaging just over 16 points per game. That is a career high. Nuggets have 14 points in the paint. Now DeRozan steps back and nails it. So DeMar DeRozan off to a good start once again tonight. Now Chandler gets the bump, and he will shoot 2. Siakam is going to pick up the foul.
We saw that play the other night against Phoenix with Wilson. This was more to the edge, but when he's kind of down the lane, creates contact, and then banks, you know, veers out left to right. Here's that play a while ago. See, Pola didn't even see. He's just running with his back to the ball. Wilson recognized that about half court, so let me just follow right up on it.
First free throw of the game for the Denver Nuggets. It is good. Wilson Chandler with 28 on Wednesday. Brandon Knight had 32 in a losing effort. Gordon Hardaway and Jordan Clarkson. Points off the bench, very key. Wilson has played all of his games this season off the bench, as the second one is no good. Jakob Poeltl has come on. He's from Vienna, Austria, 21 years old, 9th overall pick, a rookie. Lucas Nogueira is out. Just had a baby yesterday, so to speak, and so he's taking the night off. Congratulations to him. Now DeRozan inside, he scores again.
You mean when you say so to speak, he did?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes.
Okay, because I'm thinking, well, you have a baby or you don't.
29-19, 24 seconds remaining. Nuggets gave up a 14-2 run, the big difference here in the period. Now Moutier weaving, back out. Good look for Juancho. And he's off the mark, and Ross is up high. Chandler, no! Poeltl the rebound, 6 seconds remaining. Corey Joseph cross courts it. DeRozan to Joseph. And the miss. And that's the end of the first quarter. So the Raptors, high scoring. They lead at 29-19. You're watching Altitude Sports, your home for Nuggets basketball all season long. On Altitude Sports is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is proud to support the Denver Nuggets. Mountain Dew, do the dew. Beautiful downtown Denver. We're over at the Pepsi Center. Chris Marlowe with Scott Hastings, Ali Sturm, and Vic Lombardi on hand. A solid first quarter for the Raptors, 29-19. Let's take a look at the Mountain Dew first quarter stats, find out why. Hot shooting for the Raptors, 12 of 22. That's 54.5%. And Juancho Hernan Gomez has come on with the rebound. And quickly in the front court is Murray. Keep in mind that Murray, a Canadian, one of 12 Canadians in the league, and he is the youngest. There's Corey Joseph, another Canadian.
The bigs have gotten soft hands lately. And that was a good pass, a pick and roll, and just slapped out of Yoke's hand.
Yoke with a long two-pointer to answer back, so make it 31-21. Murray trying to squeeze through the screen. He is called for the foul. Yeah, one thing I read today in the notes, Scott, Kenneth Fareed has drawn 6 charges. He's tied for the team lead with Jamal Murray. Murray, he's not Michael Jordan on defense yet, but he hustles. He's after it.
Listen, you don't have to be Michael Jordan or LeBron James. You just got to be willing to work to stay in front of guys.
Yeah. Defense is about want to. Patrick Patterson has come on. He wears number 54 in red. He'll guard Wilson Chandler. Extra pass. Chandler. Nope.
Denver cannot make it 3-0 for 7 now.
Yeah, Chandler.
A little contested, but they missed 4 or 5. I mean, uncontested.
Yeah, Chandler and Gallinari. It seems like they've had good looks. Inside, Pirtle with the lay-in.
But Denver started this game really good with a lot of energy, and it has just been zapped out of something happened, whether it was missing the wide open shots or, boy, they've lost a little bit of their defense and a little bit of the spunk on the offense.
Jamal Murray with the left hand. So Jamal Murray, who has come alive recently in the last 6 games, averaging 11.5 and shooting 48.5% from three-point land.
And you know he wants to play good tonight. Televised back in Canada.
Juancho. And he'll shoot 2.
Jamal Murray has been trying to do it all. Watch where he starts and where he goes. You see right here down on the baseline, he's going to find out. Now Malone's yelling at him. Get up going, get up going. He was a little slow. See, he waits. Then he goes, sees it. Now he's got the curl. Now he's got the lane. Juancho doing a good job getting Lowry out there, and he just finishes with the left hand.
Juancho's free throw is good.
This kid's going to be good. He has a spunk about him.
Which one?
Murray.
You like Murray too?
I love Juancho too. I think they both got a chance to be good. I was talking to Ryan Bowen about Juancho today, and he was shooting the ball. We were talking to Ryan, he goes, he does this better than people expected. He can really shoot it. He missed that free throw, but he drains it.
Didn't have spectacular numbers in Spain as Lowry takes a terrible shot. It's rebounded. And the Raptors are working over the Nuggets inside. Once again, it's Jakob Poeltl. He saw no action in the last 4 games after averaging 16.5 minutes in the first 7.
Poeltl, smart. He's got a little bitty guard on the opposite end. He just gets his body at 7 foot into the paint.
Poeltl, an 80% free throw shooter so far. He's the first-born Austrian ever drafted, then to play in an NBA game. The basketball spreading worldwide.
Knows Arnold.
Yeah. You know Arnold's nickname, right?
Mr. Olympia?
The Austrian Oak. When he was younger, he used to pose the oak.
Yeah.
A big oak. Don't forget Nuggets night out. Reps are standing by, and Chandler lights up a 3-ball.
First 3 for the Nuggets, and honestly, that's about the 5th one that was that wide open. If they start hitting those shots, they'll chop this lead down.
Nuggets have been shooting 36% from three-point land, which is pretty good. Now Patterson casts off, and Juancho has the rebound. Give the ball to Jameer Nelson.
Really calling for the ball.
I like that. He's got it now. Around Joseph, come in deep, and he's hammered. So Poeltl on top of him. And a foul, and 2 shots coming.
He curls, and I'd like to see right there the floater. But you see foul Lowry first, and then Joseph slapping in the face. Look, hey rookie, pop, pop, pop. That was like Rickenbach. What's the dude with a little popcorn? You put it in the bag and you stick it in the mic. All of a sudden, Orville. All of a sudden, you start hearing the tick, 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 tick. Except this time, it's hand slapping bodies.
Jamal started 0 of 17. Since then, 22 minutes, 11 points. You see the three-point percentage solid. As Chandler tips it out. He's got it back. He just made one. He's going to try again, and he puts it through. And Malik Beasley, doing the Chandler shuffle. 35-31. Here comes Denver.
Here comes the bench.
17 points already. And Jokic made a big mistake there, backing off of Terrence Ross.
Yeah, like Ross is going to pass it.
Ross, he's shooting 42% from three-point land. That ends a 10-2 run for the Nuggets. Now Jameer Nelson in the lane. Scoop it up. No. Tapped out. In and out.
Oh, listen.
And Patterson comes up with a rebound. 7-point lead. Here goes Ross. And Ross puts it in.
He's an instant scorer guy. He's like the guy that came in with Phoenix the other night. When he hits the ball, he doesn't want to have to pass it.
Now Jokic in the lane with a running one-hander. And Nikola Jokic off to a good start. He's got 6 points. Patterson, he can shoot the three. Off the mark, Jameer's got it. Nuggets down by 7. After trailing by as many as 12. Zone here appears to be.
Switching everything up.
Good
top.
cut. Oh, and Chandler off balance, couldn't convert.
Boy, great play, great cut.
Everything was great except the finish. Lowry, no. Rattling out. Juancho the rebound. Fast pace. It's going to be a high-scoring game tonight. You can bet on that. Chandler backing in. Skip it, and Juancho with the travel.
He's made his mind up he was going to drive, and he may have had a three-point opportunity.
The timeout. Coming right back. Raptors by 7.
40-33 Toronto Raptors. Well, I'm joined by 200 Fort Carson Army-based children and their teacher, their principal, Patrick Smith. What does it mean to have these kids come to a Nuggets game tonight?
Well, you know, it's a real special opportunity. Not all these kids would have this opportunity without it. The Gold Crown Foundation really showed us a lot of love and gave us a great evening.
Yeah, Bill Hanslick, we're a big fan of him over at Altitude. What has he done with his foundation? Cronky Charities as well.
We've known Bill for years. The relationship with Fort Carson Schools goes way back. He's shown us a lot of love, giving us an opportunity for events like this that we wouldn't have otherwise.
And I understand these kids, a lot of their parents, 4,000 will be deployed this coming year. What does it mean to have this community, and what is Fort Carson all about?
Well, you know, these are the children of American heroes right here, and they're the reason we have the freedom we do. So these children are the nation's finest, and it's a pleasure to serve.
Well, thank you so much. Hey, you guys, are you having a lot of fun? You want the Nuggets to win tonight? Yes. Heck yes, guys. Back to you.
We salute the families, the kids, all the military, as Yusuf Nurkic has come back in. Now he's going to work on the rookie Pirtle. And we've got a defensive 3-second violation. Now, Yusuf Nurkic back in. He played very, very well in his first stint. 3 of 4 from the field in limited minutes. So they're splitting time between Nurkic and Jokic at the center position now. As Gallinari converts. Rocky having some fun with the kids. The kids are frightened of a camo Rocky. So do you like that idea, Scott? I want to ask you about splitting time with Nurk and Yoke. It seems like the power forward experiment is over.
Yeah, it seems like it. Maybe you see it in moments here or there, but probably both positions it seems right now more comfortable with is that center position. Now you just got to find guys comfortable playing alongside him.
Gallinari slow start, 2 of 6 from the field. Coming underneath, and he is fouled.
Watching Jamal Murray, and he's fun to watch. I mean, on the offensive end, Kyle Lowry's already got his hands on his waist, and this guy's a premier athlete. And I know we're playing at altitude, but Jamal Murray doesn't stop moving. I mean, he's got to learn more efficient cuts when the ball goes into post, but if he's making mistakes, he's making mistakes in full motion. He does not stop moving.
Well, Jamal Murray playing 1 year at Kentucky where he was a marked man and knows that Ball movement a la Reggie Miller is the key to getting open. Danilo Gallinari, 87.5% free throw shooter so far this season. He brings the Nuggets to within 6. It's 42-36. DeMar DeRozan has come back in for Joseph. Lowry stays in a lot, as I mentioned, leading the league. Minutes play inside, and he scores with a left hand. Kyle Lowry, who was averaging just under 19 points per game. Oh. And another foul. Gallinari active. DeRozan picks up the foul. We mentioned that DeRozan made 17 of 17 free throws on Wednesday night. Well, I looked it up for the Denver Nuggets. February 5th last season, Gallinari made all 18 free throws against the Bulls. As Emmanuel Mudiay comes on. Murray goes out. If you're wondering what the NBA record is for most free throws made in a game without a miss, it's Dirk Nowitzki with 24. That was in 2011
against Memphis, wasn't it?
Well, Lowry is handling. Don't forget the Avs next telecast Saturday at 6 at Minnesota. It's tomorrow. A great play by Fareed. And to Jameer Nelson. Nuggets back by 6, looking for more. Well, the ball kicked. Let's go back to Kenneth Fareed. Everybody's been talking about manimal defense. Not minimal defense, manimal defense. Here's an example. A principle of verticality. Half, Raptors by 6. Time now for more to the game presented by UC Health. There have been a lot of people that have compared Jamal Murray to Steph Curry, and we've synced them up here. A little fumble from each, and then watch them step back and let it rip. On the left, Murray was on Curry. On the right, it was Murray looking like Curry.
Yeah, and Murray, Curry did it to Murray on purpose. I mean, he knew he had the rook right there, and he kind of wanted to show him on something. When Jamal did it the other night, it was like, really? You got that kind of game? It was pretty good.
I asked head coach Michael Malone, what about playing Jamal Murray down the stretch in fourth quarters? He's a winner. He's been playing well, and he says, I'm definitely considering it.
You see that percentage, third in the NBA, and fourth quarter three-point percentage, and Toronto in that zone again.
Need someone in the middle. Alley-oop to Fareed. And it's out of bounds, apparently last touch by Kenneth. The Nuggets have 11 assists on 14 made field goals. Last 5 points from Gallinari. Lowry, who's got 10 points. He's the only player in the game in double figures. And DeRozan, only a 32% three-point shooter, but anywhere else closer. Outstanding. 10 to shoot.
Keys, you can't go to sleep. And that's what Denver's done. They've done a good job on DeRozan. Watching and knowing where he is, but they've kind of fallen asleep on a handful of the other guys.
Inside, yes. Emmanuel Mudiay. He had no assists against Portland, and then no turnovers against Phoenix. As the Nuggets come up with it. Mudiay for 3. It's off the right. Nurkic after it. Couldn't corral it. Now Lowry's got it again. Lowry 4 of 6. He's made 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. And that's trouble.
Yeah, Lowry thought he was either going to pass it or he was going to try to get fouled by Mudiay, who stepped away from him.
Good look at Dwayne Casey. Took over a 22-win team. And lo and behold, last year they had 56 wins and went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Get Nurk some work. Nice pass! And Fareed scores with a foul. Well, Nurk gets the assist.
Great strength. that low high pass, really. You called it last game.
I did.
Cutters from the top, and there they go. You want to beat a zone, you get it on that block, you get guys from the weak side. And next time that this isn't open, goes down the middle, you see those three bodies, that opposite elbow is going to be wide open for the secondary pass. Next time they cut that middle off, right over here on that elbow, wide open.
That's the one thing that Free gives you as a starter, and when he plays, he's not out there spotting up. He knows where the basket is. Yeah. He's got to cut. The Nuggets have made 9 of 12 at the line. Toronto 4 for 4. They're a jump shooting team, and they don't get to the line all that often, but they're very good when they do. As Moutier finishes it up right over Lowry, and suddenly the Nuggets are within 1. DeRozan.
Well, just right around the big fella. It looked like he had it.
That stops a 7-0 run. Chandler answers back. So Wilson Chandler having another good game. He's in double figures. He's got 11. And it's 48-47. Timeout call. A great end-to-end action. Let's go back to Emmanuel Mudiay. Of course, you might know that Denver is the 5th youngest team in the league. The Raptors 3rd youngest. And Mudiay showing you how it is done.
Again, has just been outstanding. 28 points in that game against Phoenix. Coming off the bench, smooth jazz. And he was part of our Stevenson Automotive Did You Know? The last time a Nugget had 28 points, 11 boards off the bench. For a chance to win in a new car and a couple tickets coming up courtesy of Steven. No, Dylan Hackett knew it was Keon Clark. That's right. March 3rd, 2000. Keon had 29 points, 16 rebounds, and probably a smoke afterwards out in the parking lot. This guy was a great guy. I love sitting around talking to him. Long, lean, a 6'11", could get up a little bit, and that was against Golden State.
Yeah, he could finish it up, couldn't he?
Yeah. He was a funny guy.
All right. 48-47 is our score.
See, that's DeRozan. That's what DeRozan wants to do. Denver has done a good job. Believe it or not, he's got 10 points. But this guy averaged 30. But he wants to get you mixed up, switch. There's the foul. There's another foul right there. There's a third foul. They're only going to count one of them, folks. But that's the way DeRozan wants to play.
He misses. He ranks 4th in the NBA in free throw attempts. He came in with 115, 6th in makes, and he's at 82%. On the Halloween game against the Nuggets, he had 33 points on 13 of 23 shooting. Well, there is DeMar DeRozan, the NBA's leading scorer, and I would say an MVP candidate at the moment. One of a number. Free thinks about the jumper, instead gives it to Mudiay.
Free got it down the block and no cutters down the middle.
Long range Chandler! What's gotten into ill will? So the Denver Nuggets lead it 50-49. Their first lead since they were up 6-5.
Open up the grapes and the crackers because the wine is pouring. Let's listen to some smooth jazz.
Now, this is the matchup I think the Nuggets want to have on DeRozan, but he's just too good. Yeah. Right by Wilson on the baseline. My old coach Jerry Marvin at Palisades High School. Never give up the baseline. Now Mudiay coming in. He's looking to pass instead. Loses it. Now DeRozan. Over to Carroll for 3. He's way off the mark.
Challenge by Mudiay. Turned it over on one end, saved the shot on the other.
2:30 to go. Mudiay in the lane, sets up Chandler. Around his man. Nurk. Softy? No, came up short. Loose ball, and it's off Toronto out of bounds. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, they missed it. They missed it.
Off Valanciunas again, and then Carroll, and they still get three times it hit Toronto.
Yeah, well, not quite enough then. No, 51-50. You got to live with it. Play on. Corey Joseph will handle it at the point. Corey, the one-time San Antonio Spurs, had career highs in every category a season ago. That's going to be short. Valanciunas trying to accentuate. Nurk! Yes!
You like a big guy, challenge on one end, running down the floor.
Nurk with his 8th point. Nuggets back on top, 52-51. DeRozan. Strips! Nurk got his hand in there. Fareed's got it. Careful, Kenneth. Careful. Kenneth. Way to go! Kenneth Fareed, coast to coast. Well, there is a beautiful candidate for our Lakers drive of the game.
Easy, Kenneth. Good job, Kenneth. Easy, slowing down. Patrick, what are you doing again? Great job. Yeah, that's the one that's always a great move when it goes in. Denver, and I'm going to tell you what, the starter's back in, but it was the bench that got Denver back in the second quarter. Nurk contesting on one end, running down on the other, getting the big finish, and that's how a point guard's supposed to do. Take care of the big fella. And then Fareed with the rebound. No one, we always say, no one's going to stop the ball, then take it to the hole. He actually puts it back with that right hand. Could have actually got fouled. Gets a little kiss off the window, forces Toronto to have to take a timeout.
It's the second contest in this 4-game homestand. Jazz are here Sunday. The Bulls are at the Pepsi Center on Tuesday. Dwayne Wade and company. Meanwhile, for the Raptors, it's the start of a 5-game road trip. Next up, they're at Sacramento. They face the Clippers and then the Rockets, and they finish at Milwaukee. So a challenging road trip for the Toronto Raptors. As we mentioned, the 3rd youngest team in the league. So the Nuggets just got to put together a 16-5 run. Now, can they finish it? DeRozan on Chandler. Over the top, Chandler got his hand in his face, and Manimal pulls down the rebound. Like Chandler on DeRozan.
See, instead of letting him have 16, make it 17. Instead of a 17, give him an 18, and just push shooters out just a little bit further each time.
Moutier for 3. Off the mark, and Valanciunas, his hand in the Bosnian cookie jar, so to speak.
That's funny. That got me right there. Yeah, I snorted, and I snorted twice. Yes, Corey, I did. but when a big guy just gets in the middle of the paint, causes trouble, accentuate a little bit. Now you got to make the free throws. But when Nurk was at his best in the last couple of years, it was when he was in front of the rim, causing pain and trouble for the other team.
Nurk's free throw percentage has dwindled down to 59.5%. I have confidence if he gets his confidence back, he can get that back into the 70s.
Should be.
So Nurk having a solid first half. 55-51, Nuggets by 4. Now DeMarre Carroll on Gallinari. DeRozan picked up by Fareed. Gonna pull up now. Fareed almost took it from him. DeRozan throws it in the backcourt. Moutier after it. Emmanuel Moutier! Bye-bye!
DeRozan trying to get his game going, and Denver defensively has done a pretty good job on it.
And bigger players guarding him, and it is making a difference.
Now, that's what he wants to do now. He's trying to get to that free throw line because his shot is down and bugged. Watch Manimal just reaches, good hands right there. That causes the trouble on the DeRozan. Watch, a little frustrated, just going to try to throw it out to Corey Joseph and throws it to Moutier for a dunk on the other end.
Emmanuel Moutier, 10 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds here in the first half. A selfless game so far for Emmanuel. The Raptors have scored 110 or more in each of the last 5 games as he misses there. So DeRozan, after making all 17 free throws, has already missed 2 tonight. Nuggets by 5, 21 seconds remaining.
To lead the NBA in scoring, if you think you beat DeRozan, remember you got 24 minutes to take care of him in the second half.
Yes, you do. Fareed's got it. And he had it for a moment. Lost, taken by Corey Joseph on his horse. And the Manimal got a piece. Gallinari the rebound. 4 seconds remaining. Gallinari launches. No. But that is the end of an outstanding second quarter for Denver. 38 points in the quarter, second most in any period this year. We're at halftime. The Nuggets leading the Raptors by 5. Now let's send it to Todd Romero in the studio for the U.S. Mortgage's halftime report. Todd, take it away.
I got Scott. We're good. Nice job, guys. All right, I'm going for a manual. All right, let me know, Scott. Thank you. Well, Emmanuel, that minute winding down there in the last play, you were able to get the steal and dunk it. Take me through it.
I mean, Kenny did a real good job on the defensive end. Him and Wilson, that was. So we just caused a turnover. So it was a 50-50 ball that we've been preaching to get, so that's what I wanted there.
Great second quarter for you, also for Wilson and Kenneth, Gallo. That chemistry that's out on the floor right now, do you like what you're seeing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's mismatch problems out there, but we got to continue to do it for 48 minutes.
How do you think this team is doing containing DeRozan? Only 13 points at the half.
I mean, it's a team effort, so just try to make him take as many shots as he can take and just try to make it tough on him.
What do you want to see going into the second half?
Just pick it up and just keep playing hard on the defensive end.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coaches talked about during halftime. Let's go over to Allie Sturm standing by with Nuggets assistant Micah Nori. Allie.
Thank you very much, Chris. Well, Micah, great energy there to finish the first, but there were 10 turnovers. What do you need to see in the second to better contain the fight?
Well, there's no question. You called it. We got to take care of the basketball. That first half, they go on a 14-2 run, the first quarter, because we turned it over. But the second quarter, we did a great job of not fouling, especially with DeRozan. He came down. He goes shake and bake, but we tried to stay down with him, and he only got the 4 free throws, so that was good.
Yeah, someone containing DeRozan is Wilson Chandler, dominating both sides of the court again tonight, second game in a row. How happy are you to have him back?
Well, it's great to have him back. You know, and good thing we're not starting him. Otherwise, we'd probably play him 24 straight minutes. But he's been a big part of what we're doing. If we can continue to get stops and run, we should be okay.
Micah, thanks so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
Back to you, Chris.
All right, thanks, Allie. Like I said, 15 assists on 22 made field goals. As DeRozan casts off, that's no good. Moutier's got it.
And you can see they want to try to get DeRozan going early in the quarter. He ends up taking a bad shot.
Nurk in low, coming in, and he's fouled. Second quarter, outstanding for the good guys. 38-23. It's made 13 of 21. Got to the free throw line, the 9 assists. The only blemish, as Ali mentioned, the 10 turnovers as Nurk free throw short. Nuggets had 15 fast break points in that first half. 15 assists with 22 made field goals. 11 of those fast break points in that second quarter.
And that's big because Toronto's 7th in the NBA in fast break points.
Now the Nuggets lead by 6. That's their biggest advantage of the night. DeRozan around everybody. Dump it off. Siakam blows. Freed up high. So how did he get that back? Now Carroll shoots to beat the clock. No good. And Moutier, who played an outstanding first half. Long lead. Nurk. He's got a mouse in the house, and he scores it.
Well, it probably should have been a foul. Lowry, who had his arm wrapped around him, and Scott Twardarski did not want to call it. But what a run right there.
And a beautiful pass by Moutier. Now he throws it high to Carroll. Carroll into Gallinari. Carroll doesn't seem to be the same player he was 2 years ago in Atlanta. Now in the lane, and Patterson scores. Oh, check that. Siakam, excuse me. So Pascal Siakam, first rookie to start an opener for the Raptors since 2012. That was Jonas Valanciunas. Fareed being guarded tightly. Nearly lost it. 7 to shoot. Moutier, dribble drive in traffic, and he's fouled.
Well, Fareed has a block just a while ago that leads to 2 points on the other end. I don't know how he gets it. Look, he's down. He just turns and gets Siakam's shot somehow. And I didn't think he had any chance to get this. Blocks it there, gets the ball back. They throw it down the other end and get an easy 2. Watch Lowry, too. Arms around him. Boom, bump. Denver starting to miss free throws, however, and that is not good.
Moutier, first half numbers, 10 points on 5 of 8 shooting. He had 5 assists and 3 rebounds and a steal. He misses them both. Well, I believe that's the first time that he has missed 2 in a row this season. He's shooting at 85%. Jameer on DeRozan. DeRozan decided height advantage. He scores and a foul.
DeRozan going to spin inside, and Jameer gets a little close underneath him. You see DeRozan going to sell it, and that's where DeRozan wants to live. He wants to live inside free throw line, into the rim, especially with smaller guys.
Free throw is no good, so he's missed 3 tonight, Tim, after making all 17 Wednesday. The matchup with Golden State.
Remember that first quarter, in the first quarter, when Toronto decided to get real physical and Denver didn't answer. Toronto's starting to pick up their intensity just a little bit here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, but they've also committed 3 team fouls. And that's good for Denver.
Right there, hand in.
That's a good call. Can't do that, right?
Anymore.
Gallinari, who had 9 points in the first half. Shot just 2 of 7, but made all 5 free throws. Moutier guarded by DeRozan. See him try to get another foul here. Bounce pass. Got it back. Shot clock's at 4.
Playing with it too much outside.
Moutier, high arch. No. And Fareed commits the foul.
See, in a little bit like the first quarter, the starters started out so well, and then it was close to that 7-minute mark. They kind of hit a lull, and then really had to get rescued by the bench. It filled that lull the last couple possessions for Denver. A couple fouls here, and one opportunity.
Nuggets bench outscored the Raptors bench in that first half, 24-11. DeRozan, it's off the mark. Can't allow second shots. You stop DeRozan once, you got to get that rebound. Moutier passes it out. Jameer Nelson, long range. Short. Lowry the rebound.
Shot the ball so well. It's his second shot tonight, scoreless.
Lowry misses. Lowry, third team All-NBA at the guard position a year ago. Also won a gold medal in Rio, so he had a pretty good season. 60-56, Nuggets hanging on. Pass out, open is Jameer. In the lane, kind of powered up, no. Raptors have it, they got a run out to Siakam. Fumbles it, it goes right to Carroll. The Raptors get a little bit of a break, good hustle. Lowry's got Gallinari now. Alley-oop, and Valanciunas lays it up and in. I don't know what the Nuggets are doing there. That's too easy. Jonas Valanciunas, the kid from Lithuania, a 6-0 run for the.
What if someone told you that when you went to Denver International Airport and checked in with Southwest Airlines, Emmanuel Mudiay and Danilo Gallinari would be the ones greeting you? Take a look at this. Danilo Gallinari and Emmanuel Mudiay were at the terminal. You see Rocky there, Emmanuel greeting fans. Everyone's extremely excited. The dancers there as well. It was a complete surprise for everyone here. Even Gallo got out in the snow. Look at this, loading the bags for all of the passengers, wearing the get-up and all of TSA. It was truly an incredible event. Emmanuel there still in the snow. I'm really impressed that they were in the snow like this, guys. And this is my favorite part. Emmanuel over the loudspeaker, checking in the tickets. Scott, I have to think if you were that, I think there would be a little singing involved or something.
No, I'd sing it, put a microphone in front of me. I like seeing Gallo and Moutier out there in the bags. Next time we fly in, we got a 10-day road trip coming up, 6 games. Hey, we can get some help out there with the bags.
They could use it.
Yeah, they got it down now. See more of that on 360 this week. All the inside stuff. Better look inside than ever before. Altitude TV.
Raps have scored 6 in a row. Nuggets looking to answer this time down.
Denver's got passive and stancing. If that's a word or not, but they are standing and not moving.
Gallinari draws the foul. So that'll be the 4th team foul on Toronto. And Gallinari doing his best effort to get to the free throw line. Gallo certainly one of the best in the league at this. 3 fouls on Valanciunas. Gallinari now has 53 straight games with double figures. The last non-double figure game for Gallinari a year ago, 11/18/2015, November of last year.
Doing it from the line tonight, 0 for 3 for 3 points, 2 for 7 shooting, but 7 of 7 on that free throw line. That'll make up a lot of mistakes and sins if you're making free throws.
Well, Gallinari's making them. The rest of the guys have been a little shaky. DeRozan in the lane, that's good.
He just wants it now. They're trying to simplify and get DeRozan in his scoring comfort zone, and that's inside the line against a smaller player. Thought yesterday or this morning talking that Wilson Chandler might get some minutes against him.
Moutier in the lane, hang, yes. Emmanuel Moutier with his 12th point to go with 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and just 2 turnovers so far. So the Nuggets lead is 4. Now DeRozan guarded by Gallinari. DeRozan in deep, put it up, yes. DeMar DeRozan, tough to stop, doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but probably the best mid-range game of any scorer in the league, would you say?
He's learned from guys like Westbrook. Gallo hits a J. All these point scorer guys live in the paint. Everybody thinks they're great shooters, and a lot of them will make shots. Curry's the one guy that really lives outside, but when he's going to the rim, he's even better.
DeRozan charging. Kenneth Faried, his team-leading 7th charge taken this season.
Listen, they're making DeRozan work. He got there a little late, but they liked the effort, and they gave it to him. That's what you got to do with the score. I mean, he wants to, and we mentioned as well, to play from the front of the rim to the free throw line.
Kenneth Faried goes out for a breather. Faried 5 points, 8 rebounds, and a charge taken. Now Wilson Chandler comes on. Chandler had 14 in the first half. Now Gallinari posted up right around Carroll, and it's off his foot out of bounds. So the Nuggets turn it over. Their 11th, the first here in the second half. The Nuggets averaging 17.7 turnovers per game. And they're likely to hit that tonight if they can't shut off the valve here. Already got 11. Lowry. Out to Carroll. Good close out there. Carroll off the window. Nice shot. DeMar Carroll with his 6th NBA team. Signed away from Atlanta 2 years ago for $60 million.
Faster now, getting to the ball.
Chandler, no. Valanciunas the rebound. Siakam, and he missed it. He had a mouse in the house. Couldn't finish it up. Lots of mouses in the house tonight.
Mouse in the house, he spit the cheese out.
Nurk trying to flop it, and a foul on Valanciunas.
When he's on that side, still strong with that step in the middle, but when he turns on that left shoulder, let's see if he shortens the turn. Watch, big power right here, but watch when he turns. See the shoulder in his head never gets turned to the target till after the ball's out and released, and the shot not affected by the foul was left short. You pick as soon as you start to turn. Your eyes have got to find that target.
Nurk converts the free throw. Here comes Jamal Murray. Jakob Poeltl is in for Valanciunas, who has 4 fouls. Jameer Nelson's going to get a breather. And one more for Nurk. Nurk's got 13 points as Valanciunas sits. There's Poeltl. Nurk only with 1 rebound tonight. I'd like to see him get more, Scott. He's got to be clearing the boards. He had a career high 18 in the first meeting on Halloween. So the Nuggets by 4, 68-64. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Good one. Raptors Eastern Conference finalists a year ago. Lowry casts off. That's off the mark. And look at Jamal Murray out jumping Patrick Patterson. Nurk is triple teamed. Put it up, no.
Well, he's with the guard, and he's got to gather and take his time.
Damari Carroll into Murray, and that'll be a foul on Murray.
Gets into the big play. He's got 2 or 3 guys. Then they leave him. But now watch this. Watch how he just look. He's already shooting. You see where his head is? His head is still down, looking at the floor. You've got to get the head up first, find the target, bring the ball to it.
They're claiming a foul. He's got a little scratchage on his left arm. Damari Carroll.
Listen, go ask Chamberlain about that. Little guys are able to usually, I don't think it's ever changed all the way back to the 60s, are usually allowed a little more allowance on a bigger guy.
Good look at Damari Carroll. He once played for the Nuggets. He was waived after 6 games, despite being 6 for 6 from the field. Played only 26 games last year. Arthroscopic surgery. He's trying to come back. Nuggets by 2. Jokic is in for Nurkic. And Gallinari's got the post up.
All the passes are like those rainbow moon passes.
And Gallinari in deep, and he's tripped by DeRozan. So that'll be the 4th foul on DeMar DeRozan. The Raptors are out of fouls, and they have been for quite some time. So Gallinari will shoot 2 more.
He's got to get a little bit better with those tight end passes. You see, he gets beaten in the reach, but when he reaches, he trips. Gallo, the one thing he's done well tonight is get to this free throw line and finish.
The Nuggets are 2nd in the NBA in fouls drawn, so DeRozan has to sit. Here comes Terrence Ross.
Listen, would you say DeRozan's had an average game at best? At best, it almost seems subpar, wouldn't you say?
Well, I would say the Nuggets have done a good defensive job, and he's still got 20.
He's got 20. He's 8 of 16, and he has 20 points, and it feels like you've shut him down.
You just saw Norman Powell, former UCLA star, a 2nd rounder. He's in his 2nd year. This is a guy that can shoot the basketball.
That's amazing. Well, he has really developed into a great offensive player.
70-66. Gallinari now with 15. Poeltl trying to get the screen, and Moutier the foul. Boy, I'll tell you what. Kyle Lowry hits the hole like a running back, doesn't he? When he sees the crease there, he just barrels right through it. Lowry and Powell in the backcourt.
Cheats are moving.
Lowry, floater, nope. Poeltl, yep.
Hey, don't block. You get up and try to reach and jump, and when the ball just moves a little funny off of there, Poeltl right there. You help with the pick and roll. Then you turn, but see, he's so low.
Yeah, he got there late.
Poeltl just outfights him for it, and then they give him the and one.
We mentioned Nogueira out. I think Poeltl's better than Nogueira. Nogueira more athletic, but Poeltl a little more solid on the inside.
He gets stronger. It looks like he can be something.
So Jamal Murray with it into traffic. Bounce it. Moutier coming in. And it's blocked. Now Lowry. Cast off. Got it. Well, three-point shot for Kyle Lowry, and the Raptors are back on top, 71-70. This group is finding it trouble to score. Jokic bounce underneath beautifully to Gallinari. There's some playmaking by the big fella. Nuggets regain the lead. 3:50 to go. Boy, Moutier's got to, when he comes off the screen, he's got to get back in front of him. He can't stay on his backside.
Lowry does a good job of trying to stay in front, but then you can't give up on the play.
Yep. Approaching the 3.5-minute mark. Now Wilson Chandler fires it high. Murray, step back. Off the mark.
A lot of isolation, a lot of stationary.
And the Raps call timeout. 3:18 to go. Toronto by 1. Just a moment ago. Joker. Gallo with a finish. Coming right back. Nuggets down 1.
All right, Pepsi Center Nuggets with a 1-point lead, 73-72. Listen, Toronto's a good team, leads the Atlantic Division, and they're led by the leading scorer in the NBA. Averaging 30. Listen, we're going to show you highlights. You're going, oh, this guy kills it. Nuggets, it feels like they've shut him down. They've played him tough. They've done good things to him. And yet you look up, he's 8 of 16, has 20 points. But Toyota report. 7 players since 63-64 have had 9 30-point games in their first 11. DeRozan's the last one since Jordan did it. That's how good he's played.
Murray. Drive.
That's pretty good. Boy, I'm telling you, I really think he's got a chance to be good.
5th point for Jamal Murray. Nuggets back on top by 1. DeRozan's on the bench at the moment. Here comes Lowry. And Murray by his man, coming in, challenging, and Chandler with a follow.
You know, and he tried to dunk on Patterson. He got it blocked, but he went in hard and left the door open for Wilson Chandler. Still
told Scott Hastings, dunk it when you get close, big fella. And he's remembered it all these years.
He was that left hand. He was that left hand.
Now Pirtle looking to hand off. Around everybody, forced it up. Gallinari's got it. Chandler should ride it in. No, Murray, 4-3.
Those are the ones you got to get in. Those are the ones for Denver. When they start to take that next level, those go down.
It's just 3 of 15 shooting from beyond.
Good job. You cut off the guards, and then he was hiding behind Pirtle. Just reads it, finds it, and then watch. He's going to go down. I don't know if he realized he's got a 6'10" guy. Tries it done. Probably should have got fouled, but 19-year-old's proof right there. Bounce. Just like Tigers. Bounced up right there for the putback, Wilson Chandler.
4th foul on Jameer Nelson. Moutier will come back in for Jameer.
They're going to play Jamal and Moutier together. Haven't seen that a lot this year.
And Jameer still complaining to Carl Lane. Let's check in with Allie.
Well, in that last huddle, Coach Malone was very happy with the performance he's been seeing. He said, keep moving the basketball. I want to see more rolling to the basket, and I want to see more screens. Something also interesting to note was Wilson Chandler and Danilo Gallinari having their own little huddle. And you have to think the chemistry they have on the court, it's got to be the history, guys.
Well, they've been together the longest since they were. Jokic puts it up. No.
Too low. When you spin that baseline, if you don't have the ability to use the backboard, you probably got a little.
Coming in, misses badly. Jokic has it. Nuggets by 1. Gallinari and another foul. So that's good for Denver. Let's put your best free throw shooter at the line, Mr. Gallinari.
A lot of handsy, a lot of bumping.
What'd you say?
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
I got you.
You like it when I'm like that?
I don't really like that.
Kind of like
very
you
much.
when you're at the upper balcony at the movie theater.
Meet at the Bay Theater in the Pacific
You
Palisades
knew
of
exactly what I was
California.
talking
Yeah.
about. Exactly right. But they're letting it go right now. A little bumping.
Gallinari.
Even though the theater.
Yeah. Well, one of the great theater all the time. So Gallo's got 10 in the quarter. If the Nuggets win tonight, I'll tell you my Bay Theater story.
Oh, I can't wait.
78. Patterson handoff to Powell. And a leaping rebound for Chandler. He's got 16 points tonight, 5 rebounds.
Forwards and everybody doing that.
Trying to get some movement. Now Moutier in the lane. Reverse spin, yes! Oh, Moutier cranking it up. 14 points. 5 rebounds. Moutier's made 6 of 10 from the field.
Denver's going to get called with a delay of game.
And Corey Joseph slowly into the front court as the Nuggets have their lead back to 5.
No,
Their biggest lead was 8.
He's jawing at Lane.
At Carl Lane tonight for some reason. Now Terrence Ross. He is, and he's got it.
That's just a great shot. A bad shot made great.
He had a 51-point game against the LA Clippers, January 25th, 2014. So he can score the basketball. Now Moutier, let's see how the Nuggets play it here. They're going to run pick and roll with Gallo. Yeah. Try to throw it to Gallo, can't get it there. 4 to shoot. Gallo going up. Fouled again.
Boy, 0.8 on the shot clock, and you put Gallo on the line. Go. Watch the lane, though. Look at the spacing. No one there to help. Joseph's trying to flop a call. He doesn't get it. Like he's already fallen as Moutier's already. Gets that eyes up to the target, lays it in. Good move.
Gallinari now 11. Make it 12 for 12 now. Nuggets overall 19 of 26. So Gallinari carrying the ball at the line. Makes 2 more. 82-77. 21 for Gallinari. Season average just under 17 points per game. Layup is no good. Gallo's got it too late. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Now the Nuggets led by 5 at the half. They lead by 5 at the end of 3. You're watching Altitude Sports, your home for Nuggets basketball all season long.
All right, Pepsi Center, please welcome to the court.
Night in Denver, Colorado. Supposed to be warming up on the weekend. We're at the Pepsi Center. Chris, Scott, Allie, and Vic. Even Steven in that 3rd quarter. And we head to the 4th. Nuggets by 5. Pass underneath by Jokic. He telegraphed it, trying to get it to Juancho. And the Nuggets throw it away. 12th turnover for Denver.
In the quarters, with the times within the game they've played well, they've taken better care of the basketball. And they started off that last quarter with a couple quick turnovers, gave up 5 points, and then shut it down. Took care of the ball. Don't want to get in that habit here to start this quarter of turnovers.
Time now for our key bank and key quarter. Nuggets have committed 13 turnovers, but it's cost them 20 points, Scott.
Yeah. That's what's bad.
Ross, and it's intercepted.
Juan Gomez from behind.
Jamal Murray, bounce it. Chandler, yes!
Murray does a good job, doesn't he, passing the basketball?
Love to watch rookies play because you see these disparate skills that they have.
If you can play with a Moutier and Murray and Jameer Moutier, the key is you got 2 guys that should be able to give you points and assists.
Ross, another jump shot, that one no good. So the Nuggets lead is 7. Jokic over the top. And it rims out. And a foul by Denver. Well, Jokic thought that one was down. He's trying to get his confidence back, don't you, Scott? It seems like he's just been a little bit down lately, and he's trying to find his rhythm again.
He's trying to fight not to really be down, but he is down.
Now Powell. 3-second violation called on Wilson Chandler.
I
So,
think if
of
he
course,
had anything, it might have been his pinky toe in the lane.
and of course, Terrence Ross goes right to the free throw line. He hasn't missed a free throw all year. That's why. 15 for 15.
That ain't why. Because he wants points. And way to get him, by the way.
All right, Marlo Jenks works there. Hey, remember that if the Nuggets win by 1 tonight.
I will. Well, you got it. It's your game.
And I'll tell you the story about the Bay Theater. Wancho after it. Powell in the lane, and he scores it. Norman Powell.
We got guards that really are aggressive, looking to score. Starting guards, guys come off the bench. Powell, Joseph.
He's had 19-point game, a 12-point game. Moutier. Now Jokic, got to go, 8 to shoot. Jokic in the lane, little hook shot, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul. Nikola Jokic, all rookie a year ago, 3rd in the rookie of the year voting, and this is just pretty good defense.
Well, the arm got up. When the arm got up, it's going to slip right there and pop him in the head, and that's going to be the offensive foul.
That counts as a turnover. 14 for Denver.
See, 2 already to start this quarter.
Yep.
So that's a carry.
Now Powell weaving.
See, you can't allow an offensive guy to do that either.
84-79. Don't forget the Jazz are here on Sunday night. And now Kenneth Faried will come into the ball game, and quickly Dwayne Casey responds with Jonas Valanciunas. So Jokic ineffective, goes out, and Michael Malone going to play Kenneth Faried at the 5, or center position if you like. So
he looks the size on the defensive end, but he's got the speed on the offensive end.
Chandler into the corner, Murray for 3, rims out.
Second one.
Jamal Murray just 2 of 7 shooting tonight. And Corey Joseph right to the rack.
See, that's 2 guards right in a row, right to the basket. See those shots, that's why those corner shots are so big. They're set up absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And I really think when Denver takes that next step, all those go down.
Gotta make those. Basketball on Altitude Sports is brought to you by UC Health, the game changers in medicine. Learn more at uchealth.org. Welcome you back to Pepsi Center. The Nuggets leading 84-81. Wilson Chandler, Emmanuel Mudiay, and Danilo Gallinari, all with big games so far. Wilson Chandler in his last couple of games, outstanding. Shooting over 50%, rebounding at a high rate. And the thing I like, Scott, he hasn't been passive. He's actually looking for his shot. He's looking to score. He's leading the team.
Got to continue. And he's such a, I call him smooth jazz, but he's such a laid-back guy. He almost said, dude, just go ahead and take the game over in your very quiet ways.
Nuggets are plus 10 rebounding. We're just 4 and 6 without rebounding. And that will act as a pass. Manimal was there. Did someone touch it on the rim?
Well, G gets a rebound. I'm wondering if he's the one going to the free throw line. They're going to count the back and say somebody hit the rim. That's big. Lonzo in the game, Lonzo more of a defensive guy. The air ball by Mudiay. He gets back and gets it. It was touched. Tough to see by who. Well, now they're taking the basket away. One of those hands was a Nugget. One of those hands was Toronto. They're both goaltender.
Free throw no good by Alonso. Gee, we want to apologize for some audio difficulties we've been having tonight. We are working on it. We'll get it cleared up as quickly as we can.
Some guy tweeted, I wrote him struts. This is both.
And that's going to be a foul on Denver. So a turn of events here. What looked to be a basket for the Nuggets. Then they got 2 free throws, couldn't convert.
The free throw starting to be an issue. 21 of 30. You take away the 13 of 13. And Denver just 8 of 17. The rest of the team besides Danilo. That's not good enough.
Now Valanciunas coming in. And they're going to count the basket.
We're starting to invent things to see. We said down here, if you're going to go smaller, Valanciunas the side, and that's absolute a fire. The push by Fareed. Was that before or after the curled elbow that comes inside?
Valanciunas with 8 points tonight in 23 minutes. Averaging 13.5 on the season and almost 10 rebounds a game. They got him from Miami in the Chris Bosh deal. Now, Malone puts in Yusuf Nurkic to deal with the size of Valanciunas, and we're tied at 84.
See if he can close the game out.
Have to come back to Gallinari here pretty soon. Moutier nearly travels to get it back. Around the screen. Wilson Chandler. Leader, yes! Big shot for Chandler.
Boy, head fake, move in, step around, shoot over a guy. Tough shot.
He's got 20 points. The second Nugget with over 20. Gallinari's got 21. Now Valanciunas. Let's see if he tries it against Nurkic. Here he comes. And he left it short. And Fareed the rebound. I like this. Nurkic guards him. Murray for 3. Way short. Murray didn't get set.
Tried to quicken. You got to start making those shots.
Boy, DeRozan has been out for a very, very long time. Gallinari's coming back in. Ross lets it go and hits the 3.
Listen, the strength of Denver in the first half was their bench. And this half, the bench is capable, if not more so. And the longer you keep those stars out and then bring them in late, watch out. Denver not making any hay right here. Playing with the basketball too much perimeter. I mean, everything is slow motion perimeter. They got to get more aggressive, more attacking. Mike Malone said, go, run. It's always tough to run when you're pulling it out of the net.
Well, Murray comes out 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting. Chandler sits. He may be back. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of 13 shooting. Now the Nuggets have 11 to shoot. Jameer Nelson back in. Moutier trying to get around the screen. Fareed's got it. Nuggets stuck. Long range. And the rebound by Valanciunas. He's 5th. Norman Powell and Ross have been pretty good. Fareed with a dive. And he's out of bounds.
He was going for it. You see the slip roll was out of bounds. Him diving on the floor last game. They're going to give him another 24 seconds, but did he have possession before he was out of bounds?
A reset on the clock. Ross will inbound. Ross off the bench has 10 points on 4 of 7 shooting. See if Nuggets get a stop this time down. Powell.
Good travel.
Loose ball. Powell comes up with it. Ross casts off. It's a terrible shot for Terrence Ross.
He
thought it was a good shot.
He's never had a bad shot attempt in his life. ball staying perimeter and not any movement.
Moutier's got a lane coming in. Scoring! Emmanuel Moutier, a beautiful drive and finish.
It has to be the formula the rest of the way. You can't just stay perimeter. Great job, Emmanuel. Get inside and challenge the big. Not a great shot blocking team. 25th in the NBA.
It's a paint bottle. Joseph for three. That looks good. Nope, he missed it short. Freed's got the rebound. Give it to Jameer. Nuggets by one. Moutier, careful. Manimal, the little bunny! Hippity hop, Manimal!
But once again, starts with Emmanuel getting in the paint, and he gets it back to Fareed, who's able to step in the paint with his patented right-handed hook.
Timeout called. Emmanuel Moutier controlling it. And then a sweet dish here. Nuggets by three.
Hey guys, welcome back to the game. 9087. As you know, I'm working on this big Doug Moe documentary that's going to be broadcast on Altitude Television. Doug Moe, former coach of the Nuggets. Well, Kiki Vandeweghe is in attendance tonight. Former Nuggets player himself. He's now the vice president of operations for the NBA. Had to ask Kiki about Doug.
Valanciunas knocks it in. Go ahead, Vic.
Anyway.
All right, we'll get to the fight when we have a moment. 90 to 89. Gallinari trying to get around his man. We got a bumping foul, so 2 free throws for Gallo.
Doug was just unique. You know, what people don't know about Doug is he was really smart. This guy was so smart about basketball, really understood the game. And, of course, he loved to yell and scream. And then after the game, it was all over and we were all friends again.
Yeah, and that's coming from one of Doug's favorite whipping boys, Kiki Vandeweghe, and, of course, Bill Hanzik. More from Kiki in our post-game show, guys.
All right, thanks, Vic. My apologies. The Gallinari foul was not a shooting foul. And then the Nuggets turn it over, so the Raptors have it. Nuggets lead by 1.
Who competes? 48-48 at that last timeout. Points in the paint. Oh, they're going to count in 1. Oh, my goodness. 48-48 at that timeout. Points in the paint. I wrote down who wins the points in the paint wins the game. They're going to give this down 1. There's a foul. 1, 2, doesn't.
No, he doesn't put the ball down.
Doesn't put down.
Fareed
doesn't.
That's a big play as DeRozan gets to the line. He's got 22, looking for more. And he missed another free throw.
They can come back to haunt them.
Wow. 4 of 8 at the line for DeRozan. So how do the Nuggets counter? Jameer Nelson.
Gotta be aggressive. Don't wait for someone else.
4 to shoot. Nurk in the lane. Left it short.
And then this gets free throw. Nurk gets the ball and he's too low. He's waiting to try to pass the ball out. He doesn't want to have to shoot it. But then he realized he's got to. But because he's so low on the block, when he makes that turn, and once again, sometimes when he turns, he doesn't pick up the basket.
Nikola Jokic patrolling. I believe he's coming in for Nurk. Gives them a little bit more offense. Valanciunas, free throw rattles out. Wilson Chandler's coming back in. So Chandler and Jokic. So it'll be Jameer, Emmanuel Moutier, Gallinari, Chandler at the 4, Jokic at the 5. Well, Fareed 7 points, 11 rebounds. And 1 more for Valanciunas, who's 1 of 2 tonight. That one's no good too. Wow. So the Raptors are struggling at the line. They've made just 11 of 19.
but can Denver be aggressive and get something towards the paint?
Yeah, let's see how this group does. Gallo around the screen. We had Jokic for a moment. Come underneath. Backhand, no. Jokic got it back. Pops it back out. Moutier. Short range, yes. Emmanuel Moutier.
Gallo got into the paint, but missed it. Went with his right hand instead of that left. Moutier steps in right inside the free throw line and knocks down the second chance point.
92-91 Nuggets. Ross is wide open. He drills the three. So Terrence Ross.
Just got to know where he is. He'll take horrible shots. He doesn't care. It's about stat sheet. Sometimes that'll help you. That mentality will help you win.
Wilson Chandler has the only Nuggets three-point shots. Moutier, try it again. That's good. Well, Moutier cooking a bit here. He ties it up at 94. With 3:40 to go. 3 Nuggets at 20 or more. Chandler, Moutier, and Gallinari. But will it be enough? Now DeRozan guarded by Chandler. Anthony hops across the lane. Bounce into Valanciunas, and he lays it up and in. Good play by Toronto. They lead at 96-94.
Well, that should be a foul. DeRozan. 14 fouls.
That's the 5th personal foul.
Just had 3 up there, and that should have been 4.
They put it up very quickly, I think. And the pass. Out of bounds. Was it touched?
No, that's him getting in the paint, really not knowing what he wanted to do with it. And then once he commits by jumping, he's hoping. Now you're hoping.
17 turnovers for the Nuggets. It's cost them 22 points. Need to get a stop this time down. Isolation. For DeRozan. Wow, what do we got here? Patrick Patterson and Nikola Jokic mixed up. And they call the foul on Jokic.
Well, Patterson moves into it, and then he's going to stay with it, and so Jokic kind of lifts and pulls him. He'd already called the foul. He was allowed to hit him and then keep moving, and then Jokic spins him around, but he'd already been called for the foul.
Well, Patrick Patterson at the line. First free throw good. Patterson a 73% free throw shooter. Raptors this quarter 2 of 6 at the line. He's played the 2nd most minutes of any reserve in the league, next to Alan Crabb of the Portland Trailblazers. So they like Patterson. Raptors leading 97-94. Moutier in the lane, and he's fouled. Patterson may get a technical here. Watch out. Dwayne Casey. He's lobbying a bit. And the timeout. Moutier at the free throw line when we return. Good game. Raptors up by 3. Go. The Raptors leading 97-94. Time now to take a look at our drive of the game presented by Cooney Lexus. How about Kenneth Fareed? Coast to coast time. Picking up a little steam. Picking up a head of steam. Around Valanciunas. Yes. Oh, the Manimal. Our congratulations to him. Our drive of the game presented by Cooney Lexus. So an early birthday present for Kenneth Fareed, who's on the bench at the moment. He finishes. If this finishes in regulation, he doesn't come back in. 7 points, 11 rebounds as Moutier converts. And Dwayne Casey still upset, talking to Mark Davis. A little lobbying here. Moutier makes 2.
The key stat we're going to go with is points in the paint. It was tied at 48 all. Now the 1-point lead, and you look 6-2 since the 6:55 mark. Excuse me, since the 6-minute mark. to put points in the paint. Our key stat tonight.
Good hustle by Gallinari to get back into position. DeRozan, no. Rebound available. The Joker comes up with it. Nuggets can get the lead back here. Chandler around the screen, off one leg, has to have a bounce, and he gets it! The members bounce at the Pepsi Center.
Coaching staff yelling to Manuel to move or to cut for that weak side, and Chandler just said, "No, let me just put a little David Sanborn on you right here, boom, and let it smooth in."
DeMar DeRozan, he gets the switch. Now trying to guard him is Jokic, up and under, and he scores it.
You get that big. Bigs always want a block shot. DeRozan is turned into one of the smartest guards in the league.
Got to stay down on DeMar DeRozan. We've had 20 lead changes tonight and tied 4 times. Don't forget, Jordan Locker Room Report coming up next. In the lane, Chandler, no.
But you know, the weak side, that's where your rebounds got to come from. Somebody's got to crash the glass. You're down 1 in a minute and a half game.
Crowd chanting defense. Steady diet of DeMar DeRozan, who's got 24. Valanciunas, 9 on the clock. Nearly threw it away. DeRozan coming in. Ross, pull up 2, no good. And Valanciunas has the offensive rebound.
Yep. Fought Gallo on that block. The switch out. Yoke came outside.
Nuggets got the Raptors to miss, but couldn't secure the rebound. Lowry, that's no good. Valanciunas. And that's going to be a foul on Moutier. Trying to box out Valanciunas.
I'm not sure it's not a good call, but at least he's battling. You got to get some of the other big guys in there battling too. Yoke stays out with the shooter. Now, Manuel's got to block him out sooner. See how he let Valanciunas go deep? Probably had a hold of his arm. I don't know. Let's see right here. You see? Got his arm a little bit. But he's got to block him out at that free throw line, not wait till he gets to the block.
Valanciunas converts. Jonas now with 14 points. Second one's no good. Tip, and Valanciunas has it again.
Third offensive rebound in the last 15 seconds by Toronto. You want to mark the game. There it is right there.
It's like he's in the land of Lilliput. So he's getting all the rebounds. 198. Now DeRozan over the top. That's no good. Can the Nuggets get a rebound? Finally they do, and Nelson calls timeout. No good effort there on defense. 31.8 remaining. Just like we did on Halloween night, we're going right down to the wire with the Toronto Raptors, who lead by 2. Off the road, presented by Jeep. The Jazz are here Sunday, the Bulls on Tuesday, and then another meeting with the Jazz at their place. Thunder come to town, and then we go see the Phoenix Suns. Last time out, the Nuggets and the Raptors battled on Halloween night. Emmanuel Moutier giving the Nuggets a chance. DeRozan right back, and Lowry with a tough shot. The Nuggets with a chance at the end. Couldn't do it. 105-102. The Nuggets led in that game by 6 with 5:57 to go. Couldn't hold it. They were outscored 12-3 going down the stretch. Now a huge possession for the Denver Nuggets. Each team with some timeouts, no fouls to give. Chandler against Powell. Coming in, tough shot. No, got it back. Out to Jameer for the lead. Yes! 3 ball.
First field goal of the game for Jameer Nelson.
Well, Jameer Nelson with the biggest shot of the game so far. Oh, Wilson Chandler staying with it though, Scott.
Yep.
Second chance opportunity.
Now, we talked about the 3 offensive rebounds for Toronto. Their last possession only cost Denver a point. A free throw by Valanciunas. Denver gets an offensive rebound themselves. Cost Toronto 3 points. Jameer Nelson knocking down his first shot of the game.
Jameer 1 of 5 shooting. That one was a big one. I believe that's the first 3-pointer that the Nuggets have made that wasn't made by Wilson Chandler, who had 3 of them.
Hey, be a part of Mile High Basketball this Sunday when your Nuggets host the Utah Jazz. Nuggets and Night Out tickets are available starting at just $20 per person. Each Nuggets Night Out ticket is loaded with $15 in food and beverage credit. That's right, a $20 ticket gets you $50 to spend on food and beverage. You get on nuggets.com to get that ticket, or if you want to talk to a live human being on a wonderful, wonderful Friday night, give them a call, 303-287-DUNK. That's 303-287-3865. Nuggets Night Out tickets.
Alonzo G, the defensive specialist, is coming in, along with Kenneth Faried. Moutier goes out. Alonzo G is going to cover Kyle Lowry.
And you've got Chandler on DeRozan.
Someone's got to box out Jonas Valanciunas. It'll be Kenneth Faried. So here we go. 20.6 remaining. Nuggets by 1. DeRozan's got it. DeRozan over the top. He's got it.
And they get the switch out, but then you don't get the challenge. Good screen. You go smaller so you can switch. Good screen by Valanciunas. Clobbers Wilson Chandler. Watch him. Now he's got to know that he can't run in. Boom, pop. Arms down, and then not really a challenge. And we said earlier, that's his favorite shot, that little mid-ranger. This is a good screen to watch.
Yeah.
Boom. I mean, see, he's already up. No challenge. He knows that.
DeRozan 26 points on 11 of 21 shooting. Made 4 of 8 free throws. Hasn't got 30 yet, but there's plenty of time left. 15 seconds and a possible overtime. Rocky doing his best to get the fans going. The Nuggets with 1:20 remaining. Toronto's got 2. See if the Nuggets can execute down the stretch here, Scott.
If Denver will score here, you'll see Toronto take a quick 20.
Well, 15 seconds remaining. Here we go. Who do you want to take this final shot for the Nuggets? Moutier's going to bring it in. That's been an issue for Denver. So let's get the ball in bounds to Chandler. That's good. Chandler goes right by Powell. He's held. Oh. And free throws coming up.
Well, I tell you what, I wonder if that had gone in, just like you saw the continuation a while ago. This turned out to almost big. Fake the handoff. Powell grabs there. Let's see, the hand goes up.
Yeah. No, he took an extra dribble there.
We're going to watch where the official's hand goes up.
And the Chandler free throw, good. That ties it at 102. Well, not much time went off the clock. 12.5 seconds remaining. So Wilson can give the Nuggets the lead. Nope, short. Now final 9 seconds. Toronto's got it. Nuggets switch. DeRozan's backing in on Moutier. And it's off the mark, and we're going to overtime.
Good D, Emmanuel Moutier. Good defense, Emmanuel Moutier. Watch him. He's going to stand DeRozan. DeRozan's not even going to fake like I'm going to try to get the basket. I'm going to shoot. Good challenge.
Yeah.
And you got to live with that. Good challenge. You live with it. You live to fight another day in overtime.
102-102. Headed to overtime. Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. Fans energized. They get to see overtime. Toronto Raptors, Denver Nuggets tied up at 102. Wow, that last shot almost went in, Scott, for the Toronto Raptors.
A good miss of the shot, but gets it back. You see Jameer hits his first one. This puts Denver up by 1. And then DeRozan gets a great little screen. Boom, he hits it. They miss a free throw, or we miss one of two, or make one of two, and then I'll tell you, how close was this shot you mentioned a while ago? Good contest. Watch. That's about halfway down. So we mentioned a while ago, 24 of 34, 10 missed free throws. Now, Toronto hadn't helped themselves. They missed 10 free throws also. 9 missed free throws and you win the game by either team.
Well, you might remember the home opener when the Nuggets lost to the Portland Trailblazers, 115-113. Now here we go. Jokic back in. And he'll square off against Jonas Valanciunas. Jokic tonight, 6 points, 9 rebounds in 22 minutes.
Well, you held DeRozan under his 30 for regulation, but he's going to get 5 more minutes to see if he can do this.
I like the way Valanciunas has played tonight. He has battled 14 points, 8 rebounds. Moutier's on Lowry now. Patrick Patterson has come on. And Chandler's guarding DeRozan. Screen and roll. Lowry. Pop it out. Patterson. Rims out. Gallinari the rebound. Gallinari 21 points. He just snagged his 9th rebound. That is a season high. Good screen. Bounce it. Jokic on the reverse.
Well, I'll tell you what, you took it the hard route, little contact, but you got to understand with that play right there, they're probably going to let you play here in overtime.
104-102 Nuggets. Moutier has a new season high with 8 assists. Jokic with his 8th point. See if the Nuggets get serious about defense here. DeRozan on the run. And he's fouled.
Weak side official, and that's what Wilson said. You're way over here. Here's that play before, pick and roll. Back underneath. Look how far the big defensively. Valanciunas stood out. That's what opened that lane.
Sorry.
Good job of Moutier pulling that big out, keeping that dribble alive.
DeMar DeRozan at the line now. He made that one, but he's missed 4 tonight. He's got 27 points. And now 28. Won't expect him to miss any more tonight.
Free throws.
104-104. We're in overtime. 1 minute gone. Moutier pitch it over to Jameer. Gallinari slips. Jokic long range. Nope. Patterson the rebound. And that's going to be a foul on Jameer Nelson following in Lowry. Now, Lowry, he's skittery. He's like a water bug, Scott. He goes, he stops, he goes, he stops. Yeah, if you're behind him, you're gonna face some of this.
See, and he always cuts you off, and then when you lean on him, he keeps his dribble, and he's so strong. He motions the foul, gets the call.
DeRozan, very tough shot. He missed it. Jokic has it. Nuggets wanted traveling. They didn't get it. Moutier, 22 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Moutier in the lane, and down he goes. Valanciunas with it. DeRozan, pass it out. Patterson stumbles. Didn't have possession. Now DeRozan coming in against Jokic. Spins it up. No! Jokic was there being tall.
Want to run.
Tied up at 104. Nuggets need a hoop. Gallinari bottled up. Give it to Chandler.
Denver's really hesitant to pull the trigger right now.
I don't blame him.
Let's be in charge. Watch. Oh, they're going to call a block. But Wilson Chandler really load that shoulder. Patrick is setting up. He's going to accentuate the call, but look, he looks like he's there. Shoulder down low. He's falling as Chandler's going back the other way. That's what they're seeing. So Chandler, he's already fallen, and Chandler's going the other way.
Chandler's free throw is good. Wilson's got 20. We've had trouble with our stat monitor tonight. 24 now. Stat monitor a little bit slow tonight. And he makes 2. Big free throws for Wilson Chandler. 2:40 to go. Nuggets by 2. Lowry with 15. That's no good. Chandler up high. Well, Kyle Lowry tonight, just 6 of 15 shooting. DeRozan is now 11 of 24. Got to get some movement here. In the lane, Chandler, no. Rebound off. Gallinari for 3.
Almost didn't hit the rim.
That would have brought the house down. Lowry. And the foul on Moutier. So 2 shots coming for Kyle Lowry. Nuggets tonight 4 of 22 from beyond the arc. Now Lowry at the line. His first free throws of the night.
Third in the NBA coming into the game tonight at free throw line as a team. They have missed 11 free throws.
And Lowry's outstanding. He's 84%. Well, 1 of 2 there. Free throw story from Toronto. Missed 11. Nuggets have missed 10. 1-point lead. Gallinari around the screen. Pulls the trigger. No! In and out!
They have had a number of that. 4 of 23 from the three-point line.
Patterson runs into Gallinari. Charging! Patterson can't get a break.
The shoulders in the middle of the body. It's just down on the other end like we thought Chandler would get called with that one. Patterson, see how he lowers that shoulder?
Yeah.
Gallo turns to look where he wants to fall, goes down and gets the call.
The first overtime. The Denver Nuggets lead is 1. With 1:36 remaining. If you like exciting basketball, be sure to tune in Sunday. Utah Jazz, Northwest Division rival. The Broncos aren't playing, so you can sit down and enjoy 2 teams that don't like each other very much. The Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets. 6 o'clock, Nuggets courtside. If you haven't seen the new editions of Nuggets courtside, it's now an hour. Our new producer is Aaron Slack, and they've got some good stuff going on in that pregame show. So now, what about the Denver Nuggets? I'm Chris Marlowe with Scott Hastings, Ali Sturm, Vic Lombardi, and Wilson Chandler. The overtime shooting, I'm imagining it's not good. No. Nuggets made 1. Better than 0 for 4. So the Nuggets will have the basketball. And they could use a hoop this time down, Scotty Hastings.
Yeah. Make some shots down here and win this game. Be a big win for them.
Let's see what they got. Jokic, the facilitator, handoff to Gallinari. He and Patterson have been battling. Jokic back to Gallinari. It's a 2-pointer, rimmed out, tip no. And it's taken by DeRozan, 1:14 to go. And DeRozan picked up by Jameer Nelson. He's waltzing in for a layup, and nobody noticed. Well, DeRozan has 30. Now 30 or more in 10 of 12. Jameer Nelson, 2-pointer on the way. That's good. Jameer coming up big late. Nuggets 108, Raptors 107. Less than a minute to play. We're in overtime. Nuggets trying to get a stop. Terrence Ross casts off and hits it. Boy, Terrence Ross, no fear in that man.
Or conscious.
Ross tonight, 16 points.
And 4 of 5 from the three-point line. You try to go inside the screen, and when you do, you give a shooter some space. Listen, Ross is a scorer. That's what he is. So you go inside, you just give him a half a second, bam.
Clear on the three. 30 for DeRozan. But Ross, the big man at the moment, hitting the clutch three. Let's update DeMar DeRozan, the NBA's leading scorer. 33 and a half. See what he is doing. 10 of the first 12, 30 or more. Since 63-64. How about that? Jordan, English, Tiny, Rick Barry. 37.6 remaining. And the Nuggets will have it side out of bounds. A 2 would tie. A 3 would give the Nuggets the lead. Moutier turns the corner. Oh my. And the pass is out of bounds. A costly turnover there. The Nuggets should get the ball back, but they've got to have a stop this time. Lowry's got 16, DeRozan with 30, Valanciunas 14 and 9, Carroll with 11, Ross 16 off the bench. Oh, charging.
Well, Jameer got the charge.
Yeah, Jameer knew what was going on there.
Yeah, they actually talked, and they sent Jameer up, and Jokic went down to the corner. So Lowry, I think, surprised to see Jameer up there. Steps in, gets charged. Denver, a 2 will tie it. They have taken their last time out, I believe, so they'll have to get it in. A 2 to tie, a 3 to win.
Toyota Locker Room Report is coming up next. For a preview, let's check in with Todd Romero. Todd. The Nuggets are 4 of 24. Chandler's made 3. Jameer has made 1. Gallinari is 0 for 5. He is due. No, here we go. 15.4 remaining. The Nuggets are down by 2. Into Chandler. Chandler for the tie. Nope. Jameer's got it, and he's out of bounds.
Well, you can actually review this now. I would ask them to review it. Got to know where you are. Just step backwards, and now 10 seconds left, you don't even get a shot off.
So the Nuggets will have to foul now immediately. Whoever gets it, first man available, or steal it. Lowry's got it. And the Nuggets get the foul. The Nuggets have had issues this season, Scott, executing late game, getting that quality shot that head coach Michael Malone is looking for.
The clock, when you're counting down for a clock, the clock goes like this. 5, 4, 3. You know what a clock does in the last 15 seconds? You know how fast it goes? It goes 5, 4. But in your head, you're hearing 5, 4, 3, 2. And you rush, and that's when the execution stops.
Now DeMar DeRozan goes out. 30 points for DeMar, 12 of 25. 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Toronto's asking, do we foul?
Powell is in for defense. He's got it. So it's a 4-point lead. So the only thing Moutier can do is jet into the front court. And let's see. Moutier got the shot off when they fouled him.
I believe a trigger is Oh, you know what? A trigger is. Can you not look at a trigger to see whether you're in the motion of shooting or not?
I think that's going to be 3 shots. Yeah, that's a bad time to foul for Powell.
I just wonder if you could, if this is one of the triggers, whether he's in the motion of shooting or not late in the clock. Now, he saw the guy going to foul.
Yep.
So Moutier, it's a bad shot. We know
it's a smart play by Moutier.
Well, they're going to get 3 shots now.
And Dwayne Casey.
Now, if I'm Dwayne Casey, I asked him to see the replay also. And if you can't, then that's on me.
Well, there are 15 triggers. 13 of them are decided by the folks in Secaucus.
One of them was in the act of shooting or not. Maybe I might be wrong.
Moutier free throw good. Now the question for the Denver Nuggets. If he makes the next one, Scott, could you conceivably miss the third to try to get a rebound try to tie?
I saw Denver do that one time. And Kenyon Martin came up with the rebound. Put it into OT. If I got fouled, they may have won it. But
I think with 6.4, you can make this last one, foul immediately, and then you'd have a chance.
Well, 6.4, don't call a timeout. You can get a steal, too.
Emmanuel Moutier with 24. He's got 25 points.
Well, you get a foul.
And they fouled Valanciunas, but it took too long.
3.7 seconds. They threw it to Lowry, and I'm not sure, there was kind of a slow reaction to get to the basketball.
So now you have to wonder about Toronto here. If they make one, would they intentionally miss the second? Remember, the Nuggets are out of timeouts.
And I'm hearing in my ear that Joe Borgia is notified saying cannot, that one of the triggers is an active shooting. Not sure that it won't be next year, you know.
And Valanciunas, the Nuggets are going to have a shot. As Valanciunas knocks it in, they're going to have a heave. Moutier made a heave last season. But it would be a heave to tie unless Valanciunas misses here. So if he misses, the Nuggets have to be heads up. Grab the ball, one dribble, and let it fly. He missed it. There it is. Moutier to tie! No! Oh, check that. That would have been a game winner. And that will do it. The Toronto Raptors hang on here at the Pepsi Center.
Now, how important was the 2.7 right here? Because now you got 1-2 dribbles instead of having to throw. That was right on line, but now all of a sudden I got 2.7 extra seconds. Would have been fun to go in, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The Raptors go to 8-4 overall. They're 4-1 on the road. The Nuggets drop to 4-8 overall. They are now 1-4 at home. So Toronto gets the road win. It's a final here at Pepsi Center, 113-111. Now let's send it